Hi, my name is Sarah Nenke Franz, and today I'm going to walk you through the steps of creating a Google form for your library. You should log into your Google account. If you don't have a Google account, you can get a free one at google.com. We'll go to our Google Drive. At your computer, the address is drive.google.com. So step one is to create the new Google form, and you'll do that by clicking on New over on the left, and then More, and then Google Forms. Step two is to name your form. For this one, we're going to call it Book Request Form. Step three, which is what takes the majority of your time, is to type in your questions. Question one is name. We have to decide the question type. If it's a short answer question, you should choose text. If it's a longer answer, such as an essay type question, choose paragraph text. And then you'll see there are other choices such as multiple choice, check boxes, choose from a list. I recommend you play with each one of them and see what they do. You have to decide whether each question should be required or optional. For name, we're going to make that a required question. Question two, we want to know, is this person a student or a staff or faculty member? And we're going to make this a required question. Question three is the book title. We've chosen text as the question type, and it's required. Question four is the book author. We're making this one optional. Sometimes we can't quite remember the author's last name at the time that we need it. So we're going to go ahead and leave this one as an optional question. Question five is publisher, and we're also going to make this one optional. Our last question is question six, and this is the person's email address. I've chosen to make that one optional and the question type text. You can make it required if you'd like. Step four is to make some choices. Down at the bottom of the form, you'll see three choices there. By default, option one is checked. Option one is show link to submit another response. This is the one that I usually use. Option two is publish and show a public link to form results. Option three is allow responders to edit responses after submitting. I can see those two useful in other types of forms such as surveys, quizzes, voting, things like that. For my purposes, I normally just leave the first one checked. Step five is to choose your theme. This is where it gets fun. So I would click on Change Theme, and then over on the right you'll see a list of themes, and you can scroll down and choose the one that you like. And step five, here is your final product. Once you click on the theme, you'll see what it looks like. And step six, we want to test the form. So if you click on View Live Form, you can see what it looks like, and your form is actually live and online. All anybody needs is the link. But let's go one step further and let's test it ourselves. Google is excellent, and I have never had any problems with it, but I always like to just check out my form to see if everything is going smoothly. So I'm going to fill out this form with my name and information and click on Submit. And I'll know that I've been successful because I'll see this book request form with an option to submit another response. But now I want to go and check my spreadsheet and see where my data went. So I'm going to go back to my Google Drive that is probably still open. And I'll notice that now I have two more files here. The first one is the book request form. This is the actual form itself. The second one is the book request form responses. This is my data. This is my spreadsheet. Just a word about folders. You might want to think about creating folders for your Google Forms. I have folders for all of my Google Forms, and under that, I've created some subfolders for each type of Google form that I have. This just helps me to be more organized. And when I click on book request form responses, where my data is, my spreadsheet will come up, and sure enough, here is the information that I submitted on the live form. So everything is working fine. You can sort your information. Once you have a lot of data in there, if you're searching for a particular ID number or whatever it might be, you can search through here. You can sort it by last name, by ID number, whatever it is that you might need. Thank you for attending my workshop, and feel free to email me. My email is on the presentation. With any questions that you might have, I would be more than happy to help you. Thank you.